Blessed evening, collective. I have no idea what I'm about to say. Just that something needs to come out. The energy today that I felt around and within me has just been strange. Still that whiplash. There's an agitation, aggravation, annoyance that I can feel in myself, with myself. Not with surrounding energies, maybe some of that too, but there's a pressure, and it's inexorable. There's a feeling of being myself and not all at once. And I'm somewhat familiar with this, having lost my identity completely 5 years ago, almost 6. I have had an identity crisis, and at this point, I have a strong sense of self-worth. But my sense of self as an individual is, well, I am a collective. This is one form, but within is not one consciousness. It is collective. It's all of myself. It's all of consciousness. It's all of creation. It's angels. It's nature. And so it has recently been a challenge to experience this identity. And especially after meeting this person who is so very much like this self, that she almost feels like the same one in another body. And as a Piscean moon, I have a tendency to lose myself and others, and yet this one that I have met is so much alike me that it feels as if there is no change, there is no difference. In the past, in relationships, I have changed myself to fit, to be appreciated, to be accepted, to be something which was not threatening or upsetting to another. I have been the people pleaser, certainly. And I have put forth the effort to move past that, to become myself authentically, to own this being in this body, to honor this self. And so now to meet one with whom I resonate so fully, to the extent that I need not change anything. I am simply appreciated. I need not explain anything. I'm simply understood. And to experience the same with them, to merely appreciate, to see only the goodness, to understand implicitly and require no explanation. It is a curious thing, and it has thrown this consciousness and this being of mine for quite a loop. All of that in combination with the astrological aspects taking place right now. We are about to experience the new moon in Aquarius, which is powerful. It is the Lunar New Year, the year of the rabbit. I believe it is the water rabbit. It could be incorrect, but if that is the case, that makes sense. Fast-moving, fluid, emotional energy. Powerful. Adaptable. Unexpected. That too is the energy of the Aquarian new moon in general. So in combination with this, also with Mercury having just station direct, so it is relatively still at the moment. The mind feels overactive. Uranus also coming soon. Let's see. Yeah, direct in Taurus the day after. And then Venus moving into Pisces shortly after that. It feels like something about to burst. It feels like upheaval. It feels like this existence surrounding me is no longer recognized. And that is triggering alarm bells. But it is feeling like those bells are not of intuition. Light, truth, love will never lead by fear. It will never lead by alarm. It leads only by feeling that which feels good, that which does not feel good. That is very different from feeling fear. You don't run into traffic not because you are afraid of it, but because you don't want to. You have no desire to run into traffic. A subtle but important difference, I find. And so the triggering of alarm bells says to me, I am being triggered. There is shadow here to be integrated. Shadow stemming from old programming of being told how to behave, how to love. That my form of loving is dangerous. That's a big one. That love cannot be dangerous. Not truly. It's unconditional. It only begets itself. Love is all-encompassing, but not in the way that constrains. In the way that uplifts, encourages, expands. Love surrounds, but it does not keep anything in. It lifts it up. Love claims no ownership. It merely offers devotion, adoration, and is itself sustained, expanded, increased by the flowing of this. Speaking these truths, I feel this sense of comfort, integrity, authenticity. I feel more myself in saying so. And still this self is merely the one that inhabits me. It is mine, and yet it does not belong to me necessarily. It too is free. And it is composed of many things, many aspects, none of them set, all of them evolving, changing, growing, shifting every moment. I have no past, and truly no future. I am only now. I am not person. I am presence. This is my experience of existence. To experience that shared with another, shared presence, has had a profound effect on my perception. It is a challenge now to return to this state of separation in 3D. At the higher level, there is no separation, and that is felt by me viscerally. I feel connected, and there is the fear. Right there. That's something about that is wrong, is dangerous, to feel that level of connection. Curious. Is saying, do not lose yourself. Again, those words. But what self is there to be lost? Could there be losing in resonating with another self so truly, in seeing one's own self reflected in another body? It seems to me that is how spirit sees. No separation, no true delineation, only diversity and uniqueness and expression. And if that expression chooses by desire to be so very similar in a given moment, almost as two strings playing the same note, resonating the same, do they not become somewhat one thing? At the higher dimension, there is no boundary. That is only a part of really 3D. When two things move the same, they are as one, and yet retain their own self, their own identity. There is nothing lost. Nothing ever is lost. It only ever changes freely. There is something in the cards. I've been wanting to pull them. I'm not sure what. There was a secondary message today, that of it's time to make waves. To take bold action, to move towards the dream. To believe the universe has our back in this. Everything is shifting. Nothing feels the same. And it is triggering those alarm bells of the bottom card. I just have to stop. It's time for that bold action, to make that move towards intention. But It is triggering the alarm bells of unfamiliarity. That sense of being a stranger in a strange land. That somehow this three-dimensional reality is not as real as the one that is felt, experienced within. That is what I'm feeling. And I do believe collective is experiencing this as well. But I am me, as collective as I may be. And so this is the expression of my energy. However, I do intend and anticipate that this message applies at a broader scale, because the collective which I am is broad. Let us see the pre-shuffle. That water. It is time to move towards love. In every capacity. Loving the self. But this does have to do with connection. Stepping forth into the world. Fresh and new. Following desire, I am drawn just to this bright yellow. The yellow of the cup. And a little bit of green on the world here. I'm not sure if that is visible. Following desire and following the heart, truly. It is time to make waves. The kind that live within. The kind that are of emotion. The Fool, crossed by 8 of Cups. Drawn to that moon, this Aquarian new moon. Leaving without quite knowing where we are going. That is a true leap. I sang a very sappy song this morning that came to me. Hanging by a moment. Go to late 90s, early 2000s. But really, I'm living for the only thing I know. I'm running and don't know quite where to go. And I don't know what I'm diving into. Just hanging by a moment here with you. That feels applicable. I don't know where I'm going. I don't quite know what I'm doing. And yet, I feel the need to do this. And it is a need. But also it is frightening. I'm equal parts defensive of it and defensive to it. There is some fighting myself here. But I cannot stop thinking about it. A Page of Cups underneath. It does make me feel small sometimes. But bold at others. I know I need to make this move. I know I want to make this move. I may not quite know what it is, but I know it is towards love. There's the feeling of nothing left for me here. And yet here is everything that I've been surrounded by. Where am I going away from here? It's not a feeling of needing to run. It's just a knowing that there is something else out there. Top card. 10 of Cups. a knowing of something else out there, of the dream, of something that is the realm of fantasy, and yet I know it exists. I know it. I can't quite see it. It's not in the 3D. And yet something is driving me towards it. Where, I am not sure, but it is towards the dream. It is towards the happy family, love, union, penultimate satisfaction, the realization of all which I desire. There is some frustration of feeling this urge to move, and yet the directionless of it. Which direction do I move in? That hope and hopelessness. I know it exists, but I do not know how to reach it. I do not know what action to take. And this creates anxiety, fear. 4 of Wands out first. Look at that. Happy family coming right back. A little bit of doubting the self. Feeling like, could this be real? Could this be real? This is the road to 10 Pentacles, which is the 10 Cups manifest. Underneath, oh yeah. Underneath the 8 of Cups, Ace of Swords. And beneath that, Queen of Cups. There is so much emotion here. We have to move somewhere. Look at that tower underneath. We have to move. There is an urge. It is that feeling of need. That I'm scared, but I feel absolutely compelled to do this anyway. What it is, I'm still not sure. I'm being held back by that fear underneath. Clinging to fear, clinging to that self-limiting belief that would say that doesn't exist, or you'll never get there, or because you don't have a plan, because you don't know, it can't happen. All of those self-limiting beliefs. Why did I feel like pulling the top card? It's the Empress. Saying do it anyway. There is nothing to fear. Trust your heart. Trust your intuition. Surrender the illusion of reality. It is old news. It is not up to speed with what the energy is bringing in. Oh, cannot keep the cards in. Eight of Pentacles came out reversed. I'm not sure if it was, but it landed that way, upside down. So I flipped both of these the same. Needless to say, it feels like time to trust. And that's an interesting one. There's a desire to have a clear course of action, something which we can clearly put work into, to move towards this. And yet there is not a clear course. We're looking for it. We're waiting for it. But we know it's there. It feels like being asked to trust. Page of Cups came out right after too. Go ahead and finish since the cards are quite happy to speak today. Thank you, Spirit. Page of Wands and the Hierophant. Oh my. Underneath. What do I want to know? Top card. 5 of Pentacles. You won't be left out. You can't miss out on your blessing. And this is blessed. This is blessing. This is guided by Source, Spirit, Divine. Higher powers have taken care of this. Even though it looks like, it feels like there's something that needs to be done. It's coming. It's coming in. Just watch for it. You won't miss it. The adventure is coming to you. I just want to feel this for a second. There's so much yellow. I am just drawn to the yellow again. Sacral, solar plexus, and the yellow in the room. I can't stop seeing all the yellow things. Trusting desire. Trusting that where there is a will, there is a way. And you need not manufacture that way. It will be brought to you. Again, if the universe has the wherewithal to give you a desire, it has the wherewithal to provide access to it. Yeah, okay. Why does this deck feel funny? I'm not sure if this is the one. Oh, that's a strange feeling. No. This deck has a separate message. Okay. Little Witches. Yeah, this is the one. Ace of Swords crossed by 4 of Wands with the High Priestess and King of Wands underneath. That's interesting. There's a very specific message with the animals. The energy just got real fuzzy all of a sudden. I did do a big tarot no-no. I let the person that I met use this deck because it felt right. Again, we feel like the same person, and it is trippy as all hell to see yourself in a different body, in a different life, and yet the same. All true union is within. But something is being brought to the surface. Something that can't be seen yet. Something that is promised. The more we look to try to find it, the more the anxiety comes. The more defensiveness there is towards it. It must be trusted to present itself. It doesn't have to be dug up. It doesn't have to be discovered. What you seek is seeking you, and that includes paths to your own happiness. Trust that the energy aligns it, and that you are on course with what is wanted, with divine, energetically aligned. The energy is balancing itself. Yeah, 7 Pentacles, bookending, Ace of Swords. The energy is balancing itself. It will bring clarity to itself. All will be made clear. There's that Page of Cups poking out again, too. Interesting. 2 of Cups at the top. It's coming to balance. This is a funny energy. It is obfuscated. It is thick and almost opaque. It's glue-like. And yet there's the feeling that some transformation is taking place. Oh. The feeling of being lost. So very lost. Again, of knowing there is something that we want to take action towards, and yet not knowing what action to take. So ready to move, so eager to give. Feeling stuck. Why is it feeling so stuck? Something being moved into place. Patience. Trust. All is being prepared for you. Your will has created a way. Only let it be revealed. The path will not be missed. You need not do anything at this time. Be at peace within yourself. All is aligning. Why is this 4 of Wands here? Why is this 4 of Wands here? It does have a funny feeling to it. Why is this 4 of Wands here? It feels like the future and the present all at once. Why is this Four of Wands here? Of course, time does not exist. There is only the now moment. It is that feeling of simultaneous experience. Thank you, Spirit. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, things being moved into place. There's the Fool as well. And at the bottom, Three of Swords. Oh, trusting this, the excruciating desire of the Emperor to have control. And the Emperor fueled by Three of Wands with the Hermit. The masculine energy within has seen what it wants to do. It knows it needs to take action, and it wants to. But it is being asked to trust, to let things come to balance naturally, in the natural order, as they shall, as must be. Where's the Wheel of Fortune here? In this deck, it's called the Wheel of the Year. It seems important, having to do with the new lunar year. And also time. Fortune is promised. But there is something that needs to be aligned energetically that is taking place. Again, it is allowing this to come in. As the Wheel of Fortune here. This union is promised. I am hearing that. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Thank you, the Magician. Yeah. This is being manifested. It already has been. Union is promised. There is mere manifestation taking place at a massive scale. What is that? Once two light components have seen one another, they are linked. Like nodes? I'm trying to... This is an unusual... There's a masculine energy speaking. Two who are manifesting the same manifest as one energy. They become linked inexorably. And can shift things at a grand scale. Knight of Pentacles at the bottom. It's slow and steady. It is certain. Reliable energy. This is promised. It may not look it from the outside. It may appear as if there is more work that needs to be done. But one who is connected to the source, to the energy plugged in, one who is doing the energetic work, can move mountains, is more powerful than millions who are not. There's so little material effort, physical effort required when one is working directly with the energy. But one must trust, because on the surface it will appear as if nothing is happening. One must know. As one knows, the ships are coming in. There is something coming. Be excited for it. It is excited for you. That is very nice. Why is this Three of Wands here? Why is this Three of Wands here? Why is this Three of Wands here? Be on the lookout. Your blessings are coming swiftly. Why is this Three of Wands here? I don't usually experience this kind of, here, but this is a specific subsection of collective consciousness. Why is this Three of Wands here? Thank you, Spirit. The King of Swords kind of came out sideways, which does feel important, actually. Being that the King of Swords has to do with action, this feels like that call for patience. Again, Two of Swords still at the bottom. Nine of Cups. It's coming in. It's randomly split at the Queen of Cups as well. Live in the heart space. Live in the emotion. Stay out of the brain. Lead by intuition. Knight of Cups, High Priestess. Six of Cups. This is a thick energy. The time for action will be clear. The course will be presented to you. Trust that it is coming. Why is this King of Swords here? I'm leaving it in reverse. Trust your own discernment. Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah, Two of Swords. Trust that this is coming in. Remain still. Do not be fooled by the appearance of the surface world. Remain focused within on that sensation of ships coming in, of wish fulfilled. Everything is being restored. It is promised. Yeah, the soul is guiding this. And it will happen swiftly. The energy is aligning for it. Counterparts coming together means more than just counterparts meeting. It means the alignment of everything for their experiences, for their realities to become enmeshed with one another. Emperor crossed by Two of Cups. Knight of Swords crossed by 10 Pentacles with the Fool underneath. Things at a grander scale are aligning. The energetic union of counterparts has taken place, but that means the entirety of the three-dimensional realm is adjusting to reflect this. And it is adjusting because of the energy. It's moving down, not because of some effort or action to be taken. It's taking place. It is flowing. It's like a river changing the landscape. You don't need to dig the reservoir to guide the river. Let the river flow. It will find the proper course. It will connect at the appropriate channels. All of this is happening at the energetic level. It will bring things together. It will bring things into balance. What is asked is given. Trust. Receive. Asking is enough. When the time for action comes, it will be clear. Allow that time to flow to you. Allow that course to move towards you. Why is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse here? That feels like it, but why is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse here? It feels like Temperance, like the Hanged Man, like that stillness, like patience, trust, faith. Why is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse here? Downtime, a rest period. The Sabbath. Why is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse here? Yeah, even spirit rested that I'm hearing. Five of Pentacles. The Lovers underneath and the Emperor. You won't be left out, but it is time to pause. Don't leave out the rest period. There's something important about that. There's a reason for the rest. Oh, jeez. Eight of Cups came out. Feels like it's time to just to stop. It's time for a reprieve. To stop walking. To know your focus is set, your intention is delivered to the universe. You have moved towards it. It is known what is desired, and what is desired desires you and is coming in. Now is the time to allow, to receive, and to focus on the self, to allow the self a reprieve. I'm going to leave the Eight Cups there, but I'd like it clear. Why? It's like walking towards the self. Why is the Eight Cups here? Six of Swords, yeah. Coming back into the self, into balance with the self, back into Empress energy. Trusting that you are attracting. You need not chase it. This applies not just to people, but places and things and courses of action. You are attracting the path to you, the options to you. They will not miss you. You cannot miss them. You do not need to go find them. They are coming to you. Focus on balance within the self. this time put forth the effort into restoring your own energy. And trust that all else is being taken care of. I can feel anxiety. There is that desire to do. I forget too. We are not human doings, we are human beings. That is our only goal, is to be. That is all that is necessary. Page of Cups. Why is the Page of Cups here? Why is the Page of Cups here? Just got the distinct sense that I will be sleeping all day tomorrow. Why is the Page of Cups here? Pain, of anxiety, of missing. Missing the connection with this person that I have met. I feel like I am not the only one individually who has met someone. They feel this magnetic connection to. That's what it feels like. It feels like magnets being pulled apart. It's like having a magnet right here. It is the sensation. It's discomfort. And then the fear, the immediate judgment of that. The alarm bell's saying, you're not allowed to feel that way. That's dangerous. To feel such a powerful connection to someone, that there is something wrong with this. But it is visceral, it is physical now. I'm in low power mode. Draining the power, it's powerful. My battery was not very low when this started. It's a visceral sensation. And it's immediate, and it has no thought attached to it. It's just Why is the Page of Cups here? Why is the Page of Cups here? Page of Cups. Why is the Page of Cups here, please? Something about nervousness. Again, trusting that all will be provided. Why is the Page of Cups here? Thank you, Spirit. Tumbled down my leg. Yeah, Ten of Wands. It read directly with the Wheel of Fortune. Trusting that this will be taken care of. Justice. That there's temperance. I've been waiting for it this whole time. Trusting that things are coming to balance. That's holy, holy balance given by the universe, Batman. Trusting in divine justice, that it is delivered to you, having some temperance in this regard, knowing that the burdens will be removed, literally removed. Burdens towards what? The Four of Wands that has been manifesting. This offer of love connected directly towards it. Why is the Ten of Wands here? Also that this love will not be blocked. The universe is seeing to it There may appear to be boundaries to this connection, limitations. They are being removed. Thank you, Spirit. That was quite a few cards. The World, Seven Swords, and Knight of Cups. Yeah, it's... Don't be deceived by the external appearance. Everything is being put into place, is being transformed for this. For Four of Swords, crossed by Temperance, patience, sanctuary. That is healing. There's also healing promised in this, but it is restore in the self, be connected to the self, have that period of rest, of connection to your own energy. Trust that by plugging in, that is everything. There is no action needed to be taken. You will not miss it. Why is this 10 of Wands here? Why is this 10 of Wands here? Thank you, Spirit. There's the 8 of Pentacles back again. Yeah, read directly with the Magician. And the World. Everything is being transmuted. The work has been put in. Now it's time for the energetic work, which is just rest. It's time to rest. It's time to allow. It's time to trust that this is manifesting. That is the only work to put in at this time. Everything else is being taken care of. The deck just slid apart at the 10 of Cups. Everything else is being taken care of for the realization of this dream, of this union, of these connections. Again, these connections are for the purpose of balancing the entirety of Earth, for creating a new society. There is a lot that is being shifted into place because of this. Thank you, Spirit. I can't even get the cards back together. 7 of Pentacles, I didn't really ask, but yeah, it's read directly with King of Swords in reverse. It's just wait. It's coming. This is bearing fruit. Just like the farmer who plants the seed knows that crop is going to grow and doesn't panic when it looks like nothing is happening and dig up the seed and eat that instead. Trust that there is a process to this that is taking place. There is no action required at this time. Trust the soul. Things are coming to balance. This is fruitful. This is meaningful. The Sun and the Fool directly underneath the Hermit. Happiness. A happy new beginning is promised, is coming. Why is the 7 of Pentacles here? Why is the 7 of Pentacles here? Oh, that pang again. Fear. I can feel it. That feeling of what if? It settles fairly quickly. Not always, but I can feel it. The feeling of what if and just that desire to be together. This is not just me, this is collective. Multiple somebodies have met somebodies that are divine counterparts. But their connection is not yet feasible in the 3D. It's happened, but things are still moving, shifting into place, and so there is that physical separation, but the desire, the emotional connection is still there. And it is creating tension. King of Wands and King of Pentacles. Yeah. Along with this astrological movement happening, there is the feeling of upheaval and then the witnessing of what would look like stagnation, the juxtaposition, the feeling of unfamiliarity, the desire to move with no clear direction. I trust the soul. All of this is coming. It is coming into balance. Why is this 7 of Pentacles here? Just as we trust the sun coming up in the darkness of the night, it is a challenge to see where to go, even when we know we want to go. That is why night is the time to rest, to restore, to be within the self, and to trust with patience, with temperance, knowing that the sun is coming up. And when it does, there will be a clear path presented. We will not have to find it. It will see us. It will see us. And we will see it. Why is this 7 of Pentacles here? Oh, man. It's like a tugging. Tugging on the solar plexus with ties to the sacral and the heart. Why is the 7 of Pentacles here? King of Cups. Mature, stable love that is coming in. Certainly, this is not stingy king in this case. Ooh, the bottom of the deck, the Devil, 5 of Swords. Wait. Wait without thinking. That's a challenge. That is a challenge. Trust that this light is coming in, that the inner turmoil that is felt will come to an end. I have 10 of Pentacles crossed by Ace of Cups, but underneath that 9 Swords crossed by 10 Swords. Anxiety coming to an end. Like we have all of this anxious energy surrounding 10 Pentacles crossed by Ace of Cups. 10 Pentacles. The 10 Cups made real. Fueled by the Ace of Cups. This is what is promised. All of this surrounding is illusion energy. Underneath that Ace of Pentacles, Chariot, coming in, stable offers, certain, promised. It might not look it at the surface. It might look like things aren't moving. Ace of Pentacles is very slow moving. Fueled by the Chariot, it's not. Just looks like it on the surface. It is growing. Trust. There is nothing wrong. Do not be fooled by illusion. Put an end to the thinking, to the anxiety. Simply be, exist in the moment. Why is this King of Cups here? I'd just like to know. Can you clarify King of Cups, please? Why is this King of Cups here? What is this King of Cups here? Something about the ebb and flow. That the tide is returning. If it seems like it has ebbed, trust that it will flow again, just the same. In fact, with even greater force. Whoopsie daisy. I can't quite get to it. It's the Tower. Yeah, with even greater force. Trust. It might not look like anything is moving. It might not. Can't even hold on to it. It might not look like anything is changing. It's changing. And for the better. Absolutely for the better. Everything can change in an instant. Nine of Pentacles at the bottom. Sudden liberation. A spring erupting from deep underneath. Yeah, Knight of Swords crossed by Six of Pentacles. Three of Cups. It will happen swiftly. The energy is coming to balance. Everything is moving into place. Hanged Man under the Hierophant. Just wait and see. Wait and see. And right now is the time to rest. Sanctuary. Look at that with the sun poking out underneath. This is promised. It's time to take a little nap. To restore energetically. To just watch. Be within the self. Final message from the universe. This is being aligned. At the highest level. The level that transcends, supersedes all physical toil or effort. Thank you, Spirit. Two of Cups. There's Two of Cups here. Final message, summarization, advice, whatever you would like to say, Spirit. Thank you for this. Two of Cups. The soulmate connections will take place. It is promised. It is being aligned. Nothing's going to stop it. Now is the time simply to trust. Slight pang. Two of Cups. Why is it Two of Cups here? Anything else, Spirit, please? Final message from the universe. Don't keep shuffling. It's really just all about the soulmates. Just hang in there. Four of Pentacles at the bottom. I'm getting just to hang in there. Two of Cups. Okay. Alright, alright. Thank you, Spirit. Four of Swords. Yeah, just chill out. Just chill out. Everything is being aligned for this. Trust. Oh, I got a twofer. Tower at the bottom. Yeah, it's... which is red with the Four of Swords. It's time to stay in Sanctuary for a little while. The connections have taken place energetically. In many cases, they have taken place emotionally. They haven't quite taken place physically, which is what we are feeling the discomfort about, but they're promised. This energy, this is the card that represents to me the age of Aquarius and the time that we are returning to, the time of innocence and wonder, when the world still believed in magic. This is profoundly important to me because one of the last things spoken between myself and this person that I went to meet, I had told her all about this card and the dreams that I'd had of it. And one of the last things she said to me in person was, I believe in magic. And returning to that time of innocence and wonder. She quoted that back to me. Believe. Believe. Even if it doesn't look like it on the outside, believe that these connections are intended, they are meant to be for the alignment of all the earth, for the ascension of all the earth, for a much bigger purpose than just bringing people together. This is universal energies coming to balance. Even if it doesn't look like it, it is taking place, and everything changes in an instant. An instant. Knight of Swords underneath that. 10 of Wands underneath that. All of these burdens erased in an instant. Promised. Steady, stable energy. Queen of Pentacles coming in from the cold. The release of anxiety, that Ace of Cups flowing. We still have that fear. Just trust. That's what Spirit is saying, is just trust in this. Everything can change in an instant. And will. It will. This is an act of divine. You don't set out to knock down the tower. The tower falls down because lightning strikes. You don't know when lightning's gonna strike, but it's promised that it's gonna. And in the best way. In the best way. Trust. Stay in the faith. Stay in the self. Trust in the inner knowing, the belief in these connections that all things will be aligned for them. They exist. We have experienced them. And now everything is being aligned for this purpose. To bring these to full fruition. To bring true union. Which is being manifested in co-creation with one another and with the universe. That is the message. Trust the journey to come to you. Rest, restore, believe. You have manifested this, and now it is on its way. There is no further effort required. Stop being the doing and do the being. Thank you, Spirit. I'll adhere it. This is profoundly meaningful to me. And I do hope that it resonates. But truly, this is my expression of self, and I feel more connected to this being in doing so. Even though this being is very collective. I should go eat something. Tomorrow perhaps I will sleep, take a bath, pamper yourself. That is this energy. Relax. Bask in self-love. Oh, I feel that pang again. Do you feel it too? Just keep breathing. Everything is aligning for this. It is promised. It cannot be stopped. Thank you for your witness. I witness you. Have a beautiful, blessed evening, collective. Still feeling this. Have a beautiful evening. And always, truly, always, in every vector of time and space, I love you.